Welcome back, my people. I'm glad to see you guys have enjoyed my last couple videos, and I've been able to answer some questions. And so I've still been getting a lot of questions about different things, and one of the things that popped up a lot was finances. So I'll talk about finances real quick. I have explained this in one of my other videos, but I'll break it down again. So with the finances and how that works in the Air Force, each job is specific to its own, whether you're in the Special Forces, whether you're a flyer, or whether you're just a guy who's a mechanic, or even a flying mechanic, a flying crew chief. Your pay is going to vary depending on how much you go TDY. So if you go TDY a lot, which means you might have to go to a different state, or you might have to go to a different country temporarily. For us, for boomer operators, and for loadmasters, we're going to see a lot of TDY money. Now, all that money is untaxed, so you get all this untaxed money, and some people can rake in a lot of extra money. If you're on the road enough, you pull in an extra 20 grand a year. Maybe even more than that. I'm not sure. I just know that's how much I've gotten to see some of these cases. For instance, I was in Spain for 20 something days. I got per diem, so I got $100 that day, or each day I was there. That money amounted to, at the end of the day, ended up being like $2,600 extra dollars on top of my pay I already get paid. On top of the, you have a base pay in each branch, and each branch is kind of unique. Each base is kind of unique with the BAH that you'll make. So if you're in New Jersey, you're gonna have a lot more BAH money, which is housing allowance, than somebody would in Tennessee. So it all depends. I don't want to talk about how much I make, but there is a lot of money to be made, if that's what you want to know. I know some people were kind of questioning that. And don't come in expecting to be, rich or anything like that. You're not going to get rich. You're going to get paid for your services. And if that's the only reason you're in is just to try to get money, I would go do another job if I were you, because this is not the job where you're going to be making a lot of money. It depends. A lot of money to me is not what I make. But I can live comfortable. I'm going to say that. I can live comfortable. I'd like to make more, so I'm going to be getting out in the next 2 years. I'll finish my enlistment and I'll get out. Okay, so that's how finances work in the Air Force. Oh, you get flight pay too. Depends on how long you've been in. You'll get it. You guys can look that up and see what flight pay is. Mine is different because it's based off how many years I've been in. But anyways, another question that seems to be coming up a lot is like time management and going to school. And that's coming up. This came up by somebody that commented the other day, and I think it was a really good question. I actually like that question. It's a really unique question. Other people have asked me, but I think this person asked me in a good way. Like, how do I manage everything? He's like, how do you manage working on your motorcycle, riding your motorcycle, going to school, and then going to work, and then deploying, and how do I juggle it all to where I have time for myself? Do I have any downtime? Was the question. And absolutely, I have a lot of downtime, which is surprising. But the reason why I do all those things is because I have downtime, and so I get bored, and also I've learned out how to make time go by fast. And if you stay busy, you can speed time up. And so that's how I like to call it my time travel. And so, like, when I get deployed, some guys go over there and they sit there, and then one day to them could be awful. I'm sorry about that, guys. One day to these people over in deployment zone could be awful. It could feel like it's 2 days. But for me, since I'm doing school, or since I'm going to the gym and lifting, it seems like maybe like 12 hours to me. I just eat it all up. I'm tired at the end of the day. So my days fly by. I try to stay busy because I don't want to be bored. So I normally, with my school, I go, I get assignments that week. I usually take 2 classes at a time. I get assignments that week. I take online classes, and I say, okay, I have this much time to get them done. I'll knock them out on a certain day where I know I'm not doing anything. And sometimes I dedicate that whole day to the school. Sometimes I just dedicate a couple hours to school, and then I go and work out for a couple hours. Then I come home and watch TV, play Xbox, play video games, do whatever, and then go to work the next day for a few hours, however long they need me there, or if I have to fly, whatever. If I go on the road, it's a little bit challenging on the road. You gotta make sure you go somewhere with internet. And although it might be tempting to go out and party with the crew, or just get drinks or get something to eat, or go see some of these amazing countries that we go to, sometimes I just stay in my room and do my schoolwork if I have to. I've done that plenty of times. You just got to be an adult and know how to manage your time. And when I get home, right now, like it's winter time, I'm not even messing with my motorcycle, but I've been buying stuff for it, and then I go to the garage that I keep it in, and I go and work on it there when I have time. But right now, it's kind of too cold to really do anything to it, so I'll get it out and crank it up every now and then. But the summertime comes, I usually make sure I don't have to deploy in the summer. All I want to do is ride my bike because that's what I have it for. So the bike is not a year-round thing, so I can juggle that pretty easy. And you don't want to ride. You only ride for the longest I've ridden for was like 8 hours in one day, but that's rare. I mostly ride for about an hour or two at a time, sometimes 3 or 4. But it's not really taking up a lot of my time to do that. I think the thing that's taking up most of my time was being in a relationship, because I was in a long relationship about a year and a half with someone, and that required a lot of my time. And so if you can't find time for those people, then your relationship is going to suffer. But I was even able to find time for that, and then do all those things that I just named off the top. Like, we were still able to talk for hours at a time, and hang out and do things. I'm no longer in that relationship anymore, but yeah, it just and it had nothing to do with my time. It just it was not right. It didn't work because of my lifestyle, and so. But other than that, if you guys have any other questions, if you guys come up with any ideas for the giveaway, I'll be more than happy to address those. I've been looking at some things. I guess I want to do a ticket system, and I'll figure out how much one of those tickets costs, where I'll put people's names in a hat. And then once we hit 500 subscribers, then we'll go ahead and do the drawing, and try to get you maybe an Xbox One. Or I looked at something that was, to me, was a lot cooler. I was thinking about buying one today for myself, the Oculus virtual reality headset. I thought that was pretty cool. So if you guys think that's better than Xbox, which it's its own standalone device, put it on your face. It's just like having a tablet or whatever, but it has 360 audio. So if you turn your head here or there, it's going to adjust to the audio, adjust to the direction you're going to turn your head. And it's just, it seems like an awesome experience. So I just wanted to do it because I like to buy stuff. But let me know if that's something that's cool. A little bit cheaper than the Xbox, but I think it'd be something cool to have, especially on the plane. If you want to go to sleep, you don't want to see anything. You just want to tune into your stuff. So if you guys have any more questions, get back to me. I know I kind of been slacking on my inboxes and then my Instagram, but I'll get back to some of those people today because I have some downtime. Look, we do have time. And so it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. It's been a pleasure answering your questions. Continue to do so. I'll make another video and try to address you guys as best as I can. All right, see you. And remember, make sure you get those 500 subscribers so we can get you an Xbox One or, like I said, an Oculus virtual reality headset. So just let me know. All right, 500 subscribers. Peace.